Here in transition. They moved it over. Drenner, back door and an open net for Shayne Jackson. He has responded well after some early hiccups, and this is another wide open look for Jackson, and that time he finishes. 48 hours ago in a loss to Water Dogs. And now they have a lead courtesy of Shayne Jackson. Rafis on the assist, and Cannons, for the first time in this game, have a lead. Specialist for Archers. He is an all-star. He is not in the lineup. And Cannons are on the move again. Rafis with another great setup. Jackson with the goal. And it is 12-9 Cannons with just seconds left in the quarter.
Two huge goals late in this quarter by the Cannons. Rafis head up, finds Jackson inside. You can see Gittleman try to go for the interception. So tough to go for that and then get back in position.
Who has 2 goals and 3 assists. Look at the power by Thompson, and Jackson scores.
If you match him with physicality, he's just too tough and too strong. He just sheds that. Gets his hands free. You can see Jeffrey is coming up to support, and meanwhile, Thompson finds Jackson. And so many of those previous 3 games, they've been kind of forces in tight, like, is Jackson there? Clean look, clean feed, clean finish.
Here's Cuccinello, feeds it inside, and Cannons draws first blood. Squeezed it to Shayne Jackson. That's exactly what Cannons need.
Yeah, Cuccinello, just his second game in a Cannons uniform. They got him playing up top. You could see him, you could see Durkin kind of help support there. No second slide behind that. Cuccinello, who's got great distribution, good feeder, good vision, finds the lefty Canadian finisher Jackson inside.
Trevor Baptiste, prop of the game, over under 21.5. He's already got 4 of 5 faceoffs. Great feed, and the finish even better. Exactly what Cannons needed. Shayne Jackson has both of them for the Cannons in this first quarter.
Heads up look by Rafis on the cutting Jackson. We're gonna highlight, here's Jackson right here. And as Rafis kind of dodges, there's Jackson. As Rafis dodges, you're gonna see Jackson just kind of get lost on the crease. So a breakdown in communication by Van Raphorst and Durkin on that little inside action between Jackson and Drenner. Last one, kind of a careless one, totally avoidable, self-inflicted.
Plenty of room, and Shayne Jackson stings the corner. It's a hat trick for the crafty Canadian.
Kind of gets lost off ball as we're gonna run this. You're gonna freeze it right there. You're gonna see Rabel's over here, so Van Raphorst is thinking, okay, I've gotta get there. Meanwhile, that opens up this skip lane right through to Jackson. So that strong cut by Rabel grabs the attention of Van Raphorst, who just loses Shayne Jackson off ball. Already with a hat trick, even to be able to get that shot off.
They go right back to Thompson. His feed, perfect for Shayne Jackson. And it's almost halfway through. Lyle Thompson, his first point of the night on a goal for Shayne Jackson. Goal for Thompson, his 22nd goal of the season. What a grab that was. That shot hit the... No, it's in! How on earth was Shayne Jackson able to take that one and in one motion fire it through John Galloway?
I don't have an answer for you. So let's take one more look at it.
One down,
Rabel,
all even, face off.
Rabel swims to the middle. You can see Jackson fade back to create a little separation. I still don't know how that went in. Great ball movement by the Cannons on that power play. You're gonna see as it gets down to Jackson, he identifies that skip lane to Rabel. He got the two-pointer taken away from him earlier, not to be denied.
Candidate for Cannons wearing 4 in blue. Thompson draws the double team, finds an open Paul Rabel. Skips out high, that shot will go.
Cannons offensively freeze it right here. You're going to see Rabel. He's going to get engaged with a little two-man game with Lyle Thompson. He's going to come down, set this pick. Thompson's going to throw back. What I want you to key in on, here's Shayne Jackson. He's going to find a little dead spot in the defense after Thompson comes off this two-man game. You see the double team and the throwback. Rabel scans the remaining 4-on-3 and finds the sharpshooter Jackson.
Jackson only played in 5. And Rafis to Drenner to the front for Shayne Jackson, and he scores. Well, they may have been patient, but they didn't wait long after that restart.
Shayne Jackson, we're gonna get this dodge from up top by Rafis. And Jackson's gonna set a little pick and then dive. So as Rafis goes hard to the cage, you'll freeze it right here. So you're gonna see this little screen by Jackson. He set that little screen, and then he's gonna take off to the races, and you're gonna see this ball movement just swing behind and then find it right to Jackson in front. So good action with a little Jackson pick, and then you can see Rabel picking Jackson's man. So pick the...
Van Raphorst to Teed, who stumbles down and lost the ball. Teed on the ground, it was taken away by Pulver, and they turn it into a goal for Shayne Jackson. It's a hat trick for Jackson.
Teed gets caught by the turf monster, just slips down, and Pulver heads up lead pass, and Jackson, aggressive shot in transition here with no backup. So if he misses that, it's going to be a turnover, but playing with a ton of confidence.
Here's Lyle Thompson. His pass into traffic. Jackson, no problem. Shayne Jackson showing up. That's his 4th today.
Pay attention to this inside action. You're going to see Cuccinello just set a little screen there. Jackson's going to come off of that, and Thompson's going to throw a little spot feed inside. So a little off-ball crease pick action between Cuccinello and Jackson. Richard is there, but Jackson does a wise job of not cutting into him. So a lot of times players will cut and actually cover themselves.